Hello, everyone. This is Vani Kola, Managing Director, Kalari Capital, bringing you our Leadership in Crisis series. In each episode, we look at a problem in a specific company and how they overcame it so that from those learnings and insights, we could have takeaways that perhaps we can apply to our own journeys. Imagine rushing to the ER after a member of your family has had a car accident. And subsequently, you find out that the car that you bought has reported to have had many such similar accidents. And had you known it, the injury to your loved ones could have been entirely avoidable. This is a case of a manufacturer not acting responsibly towards their customers. This is an incident from 1997 to 2000 with more than 3,000 cars, Ford vehicles, their Explorer model were involved in accidents globally. Today, I want to discuss the importance of moral leadership and the need for transparent communication. The Ford vehicle, Firestone tires. Ford and Firestone have had a dynamic business partnership for over 100 years. This unfortunate crisis highlights leadership failure within organizations, which can cause catastrophic consequences and detrimental loss to their customers. For those that aren't familiar with this controversy, let me offer a quick summary. There were unusually high failures of Firestone tires installed on the Ford Explorer. It had significant repercussions, 271 fatalities and over 800 injured in the United States alone and more in international markets also. Finally, over 23 million tires had to be recalled and replaced, though Ford and Firestone did that only reluctantly and only after many lawsuits. These accidents were so catastrophic that it led Congress to pass the TREAD Act, which essentially assigns criminal responsibility to the car manufacturer if they don't report early warning signs related to defects or injuries caused by their vehicles. During the congressional trial, documents surfaced astonishingly that both parties were actually aware of the high failure rates but did not choose to act in the best interests of their customers, taking into account economic considerations, placing their profit over customers' lives. Partners for 100 years, but now blaming each other, both lost reputation and customer trust. The eventual tire recalls cost both companies over $2 billion. Firestone's CEO had to step down, and the company's market value went down by more than half. This is an example of outcomes when leaders fail to see beyond short-term profits and deliberately cover up errors to avoid taking blame. To me, following lessons are very important. Lesson 1, do not ignore early warning signs of a crisis. Act within the window of action. With the knowledge that Ford and Firestone possessed about the accidents, the subsequent PR debacle, let alone the continued loss of life, could have been easily avoided. Had they taken seriously the first few accidents that were reported in the mid-90s, many lives could have been saved. There were many departments within these organizations who were aware of the information but worked in silos, assessing various aspects of the damage, but without clear leadership to pull together the various departments to make accountable decisions. It was easy for each department to assume somebody else would take responsibility for action. That brings us to the next lesson. Root cause to accepting responsibility is really empowerment and accountability within the organizations. While Each company was aware of the growing problem and dire consequences. No one took responsibility for urgency to solve the problem. Each party blamed the other for the situation. A clear lesson here is organizational structures, if not set up correctly, can stifle information, control transparency, and take away empowerment to rapidly escalate decision making. The next lesson is really around organizational incentives. They must emphasize long term value over short term profits. During the start of the crisis, many departments in the company limited their view of the accidents to financial liabilities of the company. They lost the bigger picture of the customer's trust. Of course, recalling cars or fixing products that had already been sold seemed like a terrible business decision because of the associated costs. There was no leadership to visualize the long term impact of focusing on this short term financial loss versus the abuse of trust that the customers placed implicitly into buying your product. As a leader, it's not enough to think about scale, growth, or profits, but it is important to be the voice to do the right thing. Culture is really the moral compass that brings together an entire organization and highlights what choices to make and how to think about consequences and conflict. In the end, how organizations behave during a crisis is the testament to its culture. Long term, organizations succeed or fail based on core moral compass that has been embedded into its DNA by the leadership. I hope you have enjoyed this episode of Leadership in Crisis and can reflect on takeaways as you build your own startup journey. Thank you.